What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be continuing on with our macOS development with AppKit tutorial series. And in this particular video we're going to be talking about what's next after you have reached this point in the series, because until new updates come out for the macOS SDK this June, and we'll see what that entails. This is going to be the last video of my macOS development with AppKit series for kind of the basics, kind of the beginner level stuff, getting you prepared to be able to build your own applications by introducing you to the most fundamental concepts. So let's talk a little bit about where you could go from here. So you could, from here, start trying to build your own app, and I highly recommend doing that. It's always a good idea to learn by doing, and when you start building your own application, not only do you practice what you already know, but you start to really see what you do and do not know. You start running into what are your blind spots, what do you need to practice, stuff like that. What do you need to do more research on, all that kind of stuff. You could also move to SwiftUI. Now, SwiftUI is a framework that allows you to build cross-platform apps or macOS-specific apps, iOS, whatever you want to do. But because this is a macOS series, if you want to build macOS applications with SwiftUI, you can do that as well. You can move on to my SwiftUI series and learn that. But I highly recommend that you have at least one AppKit app under your belt. That way you understand how an AppKit app is actually constructed. And honestly, if you want to continue on with AppKit, I didn't cover everything. There are so many different things left for you to learn. If you want to build a map-based app, now's the time to learn MapKit. If you want to learn how to persist permanent data, now's the time to learn core data. If you want to, if you want to learn how to build a game, a 2D game or something like that, now's the time to learn SpriteKit. That kind of stuff. Notifications. Biometric authentication or password authentication, stuff like that. Those kinds of features you can move on to learn and then build even a better macOS application experiences that way. So it's really up to you, but if you want to move on to more advanced or intermediate features to build better macOS applications, I would highly recommend starting with core data. That way you know how to persist data in your applications, so you can build apps that are even more flexible, more realistic applications. And then kind of going from there, you could really go in any direction. Notifications. I highly recommend that you learn how to send out notifications on the local level using the user notifications framework. MapKit is a very useful skill to have, because then you're also dealing with location services. So how to get the user's location and stuff like that. I do plan on having a couple of mini-series this year, one on core data, one on MapKit, one on Swift Data, and a couple with unit and UI testing. But if you also want me to have videos on how to deal with authentication, like with Touch ID and stuff like that, let me know, and I can definitely do that. So really, that about does it until June for this series. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.